right, welcome everyone to the first edition of the Creative Spotlight. Before we get started with the entire show, I'll just explain what this event is about, because this is a completely new thing that we're doing. So basically, the Creative Spotlight is a monthly showcase where creators can sign up for, and they will basically be able to showcase what they're working on, share development updates, share a trailer of an upcoming game, interact with the community. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is the first edition. We've got 5 creators lined up, and they will be showing what they're working on, what they have been working on, and maybe if you stick around for long enough, at the end, we have a pretty cool announcement. So make sure to stick around for that, because it's huge. But yeah, let's get started. So first off, we've got Prime.
Hey there, people. I have made a game called Ability Cubes, and this game has been in development for a really long time. So, here's Ability Cubes. Basically, if you've played other games like Project Pillow, Ability Mayhem, and games like that, this is quite similar to that. It's basically, think of it as Ability Mayhem, but the entire premise is that everything is made out of cubes, which, as you can probably tell, my favorite shape. Throughout this game, you can see many different things. For example, you could see some of the advancements with Rec Room Studio in it. Throughout our map, which, if you want to see our map right here, here's our map. Basically, this is where people with various cubes would fight on it. We use various Rec Room Studio tools to make that map beautiful and just generally a great experience. One of those things you can see is the water shader. The water shader is a new addition to Rec Room Studio, which allows you to make high definition and realistic water. In addition, occasionally on specific days, for example, on New Year's, we did a firework event where you could get a special cube from this firework machine over here. This is a little player-generated picture that they took a picture of the event. In addition, we have costumes and characters in it, like these two characters we call Joe and Watcher, which a lot of the community really like. We have various players that play the game and take pictures in it, which I'm gonna show on screen, like these two, this person, which showcases a bit of the lobby in addition, and this one, which shows this waterfall slightly, which is also made with the water shader. As I was talking about the map, over time, we'll try our best to improve Ability Cubes, to add more cubes and more advancements, and try to showcase, first of all, Rec Room Studio potential, but also our potential as creators. And for the final thing, we have special cubes. It's just like some games, we have cubes that you have to really think about on getting, which can be through a puzzle or a challenge that you have to complete to be able to unlock certain abilities, certain powers, and generally have more fun in the game. Over time, you'll get more levels, more cubes, and just get better, and the game will become more fun. And generally, that's basically it for my presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in chat, and I'll try my best to answer them. Over in the future, we'll add more cubes. And we even have a player suggestions. Check out the player suggestions at acweb.card.co, which is our website, in which you can suggest cubes that you want to be added, or just ideas for the game. Anyway, that's basically it for my presentation, and I hope you enjoy Ability Cubes and all of the other maps by the other creators in the future. Thank you.
Prime, there are some questions about Ability Cubes, actually. Um, Someone is asking, how big are the cubes?
How big are the cubes? Well, in terms of the cube sizes, we kind of just winged it because there were multiple editions of ability cubes, and in the original one, to be honest, I just spawned a cube and tried to like see get a good size. It's not that big, but I'd say it's like it depends really on the cube. Some cubes are bigger than others, but most of them are around the same size. In terms of like lore, we do have some lore. Like we have caves, we have this special. We have in one of the islands of the map. There's a cave and there's an eye in there, which relates to some of the lore and ability cubes, and also a cube. I think I saw another one, but I'm not sure if I see Watcher Cube lore. Yeah, there's one cube called Watcher Cube, which has a lot of lore to it. There's a character made at it, and just generally pretty cool. I think I solved the questions. I'm not sure.
Yep, I don't see any other ones.
Alright. Well, yeah. If I'll answer for any of you in the event, I'll answer some more questions in chat if you have any. If I can, like, if you have more questions, I'll just answer them in chat.
All right, thank you, Prime. Then next up, also really quick for the people who are just now joining in and were not here during the start. The Creative Spotlight, this is the first editions that we're doing. It's basically to give some creators some more recognition for their creations. So if you see anything that you like during this event, make sure to check them out and subscribe to them. Check out their rooms, of course. All right, next up, we have got... I think he's not here. Hold on. Oh, he's he's already ready. Skype.
All right. What's up, everyone? Hold up. There we go. All right. What's up, everyone? I'm Skype. I make hangout rooms in Rec Room, and I also teach a class called Early Creator Academy. I've been creating games since around March 2021, and I would like to talk about how I started. When I first turned 13 years old and got on Junior, I was very interested in what it's like to use the Maker Pen, as you can't make rooms as a junior. When I first started playing around with the Maker Pen features for a few weeks, I decided to make my very first proper room with some of my friends. My first hangout room was called Hangout Game 123 and is now sadly unpublished. From that point on, I kept on creating new games of any genre, and around 2 years later, in early 2023, I wanted to start my own class. So I made an event where people could watch me make the classroom for that, and during the event, a teacher called Lotus joined. He thought that my room looked really good and asked me if I would like to help co-teach. Since I haven't applied to become a teacher yet, I obviously said yes, and I helped co-teach in his class for around half a year until I decided I wanted to start my own class. So I signed up and got accepted in late 2023. Since then, my class has gone through 2 semesters and is currently in semester 3. That's how I started creating. Now, let's get into what I've recently been doing and what is planned for the future. I recently released a new Hangout game called Cozy Cove. Here is the trailer to that. Oh, what up? There we go. All right, that is that. There we go. I made this game with one of my very close friends, Luke, and I'm very proud of how it turned out. My rooms have been averaging around 200 to 500 views after the first 2 months of release, and I joined the Creator Spotlights and hope to change that and possibly build a small audience of people. I've been using Rec Room Studio for basically all of my Hangout games since I first got access, and out of all of those Hangouts, Cozy Cove has to be the room that I'm the most proud of. Just 2 weeks ago, I updated the room with a brand new water shader, and I plan to update it more in the future. If you plan to visit the room, feel free to leave suggestions. Next up, creating Cozy Cove gave me motivation to create more rooms with a similar vibe. As of recently, I started working on a new Hangout game called Yosemite Retreat. Yosemite Retreat is a small hangout map that is based on a small campsite in the Yosemite National Park. The room features a large bonfire, an amazing view of the Yosemite nature, in-depth sound design, and a beautiful skybox with shooting stars. This room is planned to be released within the next few coming days, and as I said before, any suggestions are welcome. If you're a creator yourself and would like to collaborate with me, feel free to send me a message, and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as I'm done with my panel. Feel free to send me a friend request as well. I accept all of them. Also, if you currently have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. Besides that, I don't really have anything else to say. Thank you so much to the Inkscape team for giving me this opportunity, and thank you to all of my friends that have supported me since I first started creating. Thank you. Oh wait, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. All right, I don't think there is any questions. So, all right, thank you.
All right. Once again, for the people who are just joining in, welcome to the first edition of the Creator Spotlight. This is basically a monthly event where we showcase some good creators that deserve to get more recognition for their creations.
Can you take away his broadcast, give it him back?
Yeah, give me a second.
Sorry, guys.
Technical difficulties.
Go out. Oh, wait, you got it. Cool. Thank you.
All right, so next up is Prim and Unique from Labois Productions. Here you go. Take the stage.
Thank you.
Westlife.
Okay, you're gonna take that one. Hi everyone,
Okay,
how are we doing? Go on the other side. Come on, all the way on the other side. You wouldn't believe we come from a theatre company who go on stage quite a lot. My name is Prim Morris, so that's P-R-I-M. I founded Labois Productions. We work with different artists, and we also do very official, cool things like this. If I can find it, we are doing Night of the Musical.
So, Prim owns the theatre company. I'm just someone random. Me and Prim used to work together a long time ago on shows. Prim has moved over to a lot of concerts, and we are now just getting back into doing some shows. So me and Prim are collaboratively working on this new show. It's a night of musicals. So if you've ever seen anything like the Oscars or any version of that, a big night of musicals, anything like that, it's like that. So it's a place where it will showcase lots of different musicals, lots of different performances, and we'll later get into how you can participate in that. So if we go on to the next slide.
So number one.
So yes, a showcase of everything event-based, theatre companies, talk shows, concerts, groups, and more invites to speak at the event. So if you have a theatre company or talk shows or concert groups that you have running or you may have upcoming, and you'd like to speak about at our event, you are free to come along. Let us know pre-hand. If you're in Prim's Discord for that, we will have some sort of applications for that. But
We'll put the
it's a way that you can get out your companies out there and a way to start it up and promote it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then if you're not one of those, you can come and audition.
Yeah, so if you want to be part of the show, a few requirements are that you will need to have VR. But apart from that, just VR and a bit of spare time. It'll run over about the course of about 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks roughly. with rehearsals, and then we'll have a 2-week period of shows. So if you liked that, you haven't got to have any special talents or anything. It's all in VR, sort of acting wise, rather than singing. Then come along,
Yeah.
join us. We'll have auditions open for it at some point. So yeah, if you wanna, it's quite fun. We mess about, whatever.
We've
But
enjoyed
yeah,
it. We've been doing it for like
yeah.
4 years now. So
So,
it is, it's sort of in us now to do sort of rec room theatre stuff.
but it's all
And
musicals.
if
So
you,
if you like musicals, go
yeah,
on.
it's all musicals as well. So the way we're formatting it is we're going to do a performance and then somebody can come speak in between, performance, somebody can come speak in between. And if you are interested in acting in it, this is your chance to be in a lot of shows. At Lavoie Productions, we do a lot of different things, straight up plays, musicals, concerts. Speaking of musicals, though, we have got something very, very special. We have attained the rights to do an official production inside of Rec Room. We will be doing the first ever official production of Ride the Cyclone the musical, which is like a first for Rec Room for an official production to be taking place, which is awesome. Yeah, please stop. So yeah, it's the first ever official Rec Room production, and I'm taking it on. I think Unique might be doing that as well with us. And this is totally your chance to act for something very, very, very cool, and I really hope you come there. The story is about 6 kids who ride the cyclone and end up dying on the roller coaster, and then it's all about what comes after death. Very morbid, but also a very fun one, so I really hope to see you guys there. While I keep the Discord on for you guys to join that if you want to get involved in anything, this is your chance to ask some questions to us. DJ, you can have that. When does it respawn? Or do I have to give it to
Apart
you?
from that as well, it's not just the acting side. So for our big night of musicals, at the moment it is mainly just the acting side that you can help out with. But for future shows, there'll be other positions open. As you know, if anyone's into theatre, there's a lot more than acting. There's all behind the scenes. So if you want to help out with building or tech, anything like that, we'll have roles and positions open for you to help out with that. But any
Absolutely.
questions, put it in the chat and we'll try our best to answer them. I see we got one about a while back about the Portals tour.
Oh God. Um, give us a bit. We've got a lot of really important stuff happening right now that's official. Portals tour. We've been trying to do it. Everything's ready for it, and it's all done and like ready to go. But for a while, because I've got a lot of stuff going on right now, we're just going to push it back for a second, and I've told the cast about that. So we will come back to that.
Unique. How good of a dancer are you? Incredible, honestly. I mean, the moves, my hips don't lie. I think
Is
that
there
is all the
law?
questions. Are you going to do custom plays? I'll let
Yeah,
Prim answer that one.
no. So we've got two coming up actually that are custom. One is called the Hawthorne Incident. That will be in the wintertime, and the other one is A Winter's Night. Now that I'm thinking about it, why isn't that in the winter? Oh God, that's really contradicting itself. But yeah, A Winter's Night will be coming up very, very soon. We've already casted a few people for that. We're in the middle of writing it. Rec Room the movie as well. If you heard about that's our first like original movie completely. That is happening as well. Somebody also. No, that wasn't a proper question. But yeah, so custom things will
Chicken
written
burger.
things by us is happening soon.
The last one we've
Okay.
got is will it involve stages of development? If you're talking about the big night, a night of musicals, so it will involve auditions. Auditions will just be a very quick, simple process, and will just be a sign up. We probably want to meet up with you in game, just to make sure you're serious. Apart from that, it will just be making sure you have the time off for it. It's only really going to be on available weekends, so it'll be weekends or um, late weekdays. We'll try to fit it in for a good time schedule for EST and BST or whatever we're going into now, British and American.
Awesome.
So yeah. But
Yeah,
anyone can
awesome.
get involved. So yeah.
Just to help Heather out quickly, guys, keep the chat appropriate. There's been some things going on that are just not okay. That's not from us. That's from the Inkscape side of me. But yeah, keep it appropriate, I begs, because it's really rude when you guys are putting all this in the chat. When is it coming? That's the last question I'm going to ask, and then we're going to because we're like oversaying. When's it coming? It's going to be in about like a week, maybe, that we'll hold our first auditions. But we're almost done. We're ready to go, and then it's going to be about 3 weeks, just to rehearse everything, and then you guys can all watch it if you're not in it. So awesome. Recommend the movie with a half S. You have to see. Okay, bye guys.
Thank you.
All right. And lastly, oh, they're already ready. I keep losing track of everyone. All right. Very quickly before we get the last person on. Actually, it's not really the last one because after this I have a big announcement. So make sure to stick around for that. If there's any creators in the audience right now and you would love for your creation to be showcased on the spotlight, make sure to go to our website, which is inkscape-rr.com/event-hub. You can sign up and read all the info about the creative spotlight there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then basically, if you get selected, you'll be able to come on stage here and showcase what you've been working on. All right, let's go to Dax.
Hello. I'd like to start out with a trailer just to get hype built, and then we'll talk about it after. So I'm just gonna come right over here, and you guys can enjoy. Let's get everything back on here quick. Let's get my socials up here. So firstly, I'd like to just start off and say last part there about the early access costing tokens. We're not doing that anymore. We want to make sure everyone gets to try this out since it's such a cool thing. And I don't want to, get grimy money hands all over it. I want to be able to have everyone experience this. So before I get into other information, if you guys have questions about anything, I would like you to post it in the chat while I talk, and that way I can answer it before we go into the release trailer. Basically how this whole thing started is when me and a bunch of friends, we wanted to make some cool randomly generated stuff. And there was one really good CV2 artist, and this was back when I wasn't the best at CV2. I kind of looked up to them as just someone who was very, very smart in the head. And I was like, I hope sometime I can get to that point. Fast forward to a couple weeks ago, me and my girlfriend, we wanted to make something for everyone to enjoy. And I was like, I really want to get into procedural generation and that more advanced stuff in Rec Room. I feel like I can really accomplish it. So we started working, and eventually we were able to create that, and I'm super excited to show everyone. We've been working super hard. Lots of hours have been spent refining and bug fixing and all of that, and my girlfriend has spent a lot of time making models for the monsters and stuff like that, and we're just really excited to show y'all. I will go into answering questions, and then to not waste any more of DJ's time, we'll get the trailer done and then let him speak. Let's see here. Try to find the top here. Alrighty, so game is called Abyssal Salvage. You'll see that at the end of this next trailer. If you want to join the event that's happening today or tonight, the release for the game, it comes out at 8 p.m. MST, 6 p.m. EST, and we're gonna all have a fun time, test out the room, bug fixing, just making sure everything's working properly, and just enjoying ourselves. You'll get a early access badge that you can show off when the game releases. I did see one. How many monsters are there? Currently, we have 3 or 4, I think. We're in the process of making more. We're going to try to implement them as quickly as possible to make it so the game's more enjoyable. We just need to be able to grasp how much people actually want to see this project come into fruition. Inspiration, definitely Lethal Company. I don't know if that's obvious or not, but it's definitely a big inspiration because that was something that I really enjoyed at the time. We wanted to put our own personal spin on it, though, because, you want to make stuff original. Let's see here. How big are the maps? Like I said, it's procedurally generated, so it kind of depends on, how lucky you get or unlucky. There is some massive maps that can be generated, some that can be very small. It honestly just depends on your luck. Whatever size map, I promise you it's a fun time, and you can always generate a new one and look for scrap there. Early access, like I said, you just got to join in. I have an event later tonight. I will accept one more question. Let's see if we can get in there. Yeah, we'll go for this one. Worm's favorite food? People. Kind of a no-brainer, Anyways, without further ado, let's get this over with. Have my final trailer here for you. Has the release date, everything you can expect, and more. Enjoy.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for enjoying. We hope to see you for the event. I'm out of here.
All right. Very quickly before I move on, I saw some questions, people asking how they can be on stage to talk about their creation. You can sign up on our website, which is inkscape-rr.com/event-hub. You can also go to one of the 6 information stations that are around this room. There's all the information you need to know on how to join this event, basically. All right. Now, during the event, I said that at the end, there was going to be one more thing. Yep, I'm doing the Apple thing. All right, so us at Inkscape, the development team at Inkscape, we are working on a game and we'd like to show you what we're working on. Do keep in mind, it is still very early, a work in progress. But it's something we are very passionate about and we'd love to share it. So here we go. The game is called Ink Life, and it's basically sort of a life simulator. Now, I've got a few slides that I'll go through to kind of explain what the game is about. So here we go. I'll just step aside real quick. So welcome to Ink Life. It's basically a new life simulator experience, and it is your life. So you can basically choose how you want to live it in this game. You can build your dream life in a very expansive virtual world. So basically, it will be a big city where you can buy properties, you can customize your property. There's lots of things you can do. Yeah, you can create your perfect life. There's going to be a wide range of careers and hobbies you can do. For example, there will be mining, wood cutting, pretty much any profession, well, almost any profession that you'll see in real life, we will be making in this game. Yeah, it's basically your world to shape. So you'll be able to buy and personalize your living space. For example, just like I'm pretty sure everyone here knows The Sims, right? How you can buy a house and decorate it fully. That sort of system is what we're making in here too. So you'll be able to buy a property like an apartment, or maybe, or even if you make it very big in the game, you can even buy a yacht and fully customize what you put, like the furniture and everything. You'll be able to fully customize it. Adventures and challenges. Every job will have unique tasks you need to complete in order to earn a bit of money. Just like real life, we're going to make it sort of like how the job is in real life, but of course a little bit gamified so it stays fun and engaging. Yeah, there's career progression. So for every job, you can progress and level up your skills. So you get better and get promoted, so you can earn more money over time. Stay connected. So basically, there will be a big main city which will be public, and everyone will be able to go in there, so you can socialize with other players. And then every job is a different subroom where you'll also, of course, meet other people that are doing the same job. Or you can play with friends, of course. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. The future of Ink Life. We're basically planning to make this our end project. This will be our project forever. Basically, we'll always be adding new content, always updating it with new content. And we love to take player feedback. You can actually, if you want, leave your feedback right now. You can join our Discord server. You can leave feedback there. You can leave feedback in the chat right now. Oh, I've got the chat open here so I can read everything. Also, if you have questions, make sure to put them in the chat right now. I'll answer every question. And yeah, we're very committed to make this an ever-expanding game. So it always gets bigger, more content. And as you can see, it's currently in development. We don't have a release ETA yet. We have no idea when it will release, so don't ask for a release date because we have no clue. But since this creative spotlight is once a month, we will probably share small updates about how the progress on Ink Life is doing on every creative showcase. Let's take a look at some questions, because I've been seeing a lot of questions coming in. If this is in Rec Room Studio, in Rec Room, this is just an entirely new game. Yeah, that is pretty much our plan. This is being made in Rec Room Studio. We're modeling everything ourselves. So that's pretty much where all the time is gonna sit. Will there be combat? There might be. We might add like different jobs or mini games where you can fight other people, stuff like that. Maybe like a military job. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. How does the map look like, not from UI, or is it too early? So we have a few things modeled so far, but not that much, like not as much that we can show off. Currently, we're working on the UI mostly, so that we can basically, we're currently getting all the main systems in place so that we can add jobs easier later on. We're basically getting the foundation set up. Do you have hunger in the game? No, there won't be hunger. There will probably just be like a happiness stat that you need to make sure you are happy. Oh god, the chat is going way too quick. Questions are gonna go away. If I missed your question, just put it in the chat again. How will the map for the game work? Okay, so let me go back to the screen where it showed the map. So this is the map screen on the UI. Basically, you see all these little pins with icons, which you can click on, and then over here, you'll see some information about that location. You'll see an image and the available jobs at that location. And then a button to go to the location. That's pretty much how the map will work. Let me open up the chat again. So is this live but in a video game? Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much live but in a video game, but with a lot less restrictions than real life. Pets? Yes, there will be pets. There's actually even a whole job related to pets. So you can walk pets to earn a bit of money. How will servers work with saving our progress and other players in the map? So basically, your progress is always just local to you. But if you, for example, buy an apartment, then that apartment is a different sub-room that you can go into, and everything you do in your apartment, like placing furniture, decorating it, that will be saved to your account. So pretty much it's all local to you, basically. All right. Any other questions? Is there a day and night cycle? Yes, there is. Are you able to die in the game? I don't know about dying, but we will probably have, like, if you overwork or if your character is not like happy with what they're doing, if you don't feed your character, if you don't sleep or anything like that, then there will probably be some consequences, like not being able to work as hard as you used to or stuff like that, but probably not dying. Is it free roam? Yes, it is. You'll basically be able to go through the entire city, go into any business, any building. So yeah, it is free roam. Did I take inspiration from the Rec Room UI? A little bit. I mean, at the bottom bar, definitely. That is very similar to the Rec Room UI. But everything else, not really. It's very different, other than the bottom bar. Someone is asking, I'm late to this. What's happening? All right, for the people who are just joining in now, welcome to the first edition of the Creative Spotlight. This is basically an event where creators come on stage and show off what they've been working on and show trailers, Q&As, all that stuff. Basically, we want to give creators some more recognition for what they make. And if there's any creators in the audience right now, and if you would like to sign up, then go to our website, inkscape-rr.com/event hub, or check out any of the info stations that are around this room. There's all the information on it that you need to know. All right, back to Ink Life. Are you able to become a criminal? Probably not, because we don't really want to promote criminal activity. I don't think that's very appropriate. since there is a day-night cycle, how will the day-night cycle work? Will the time sync with your time zone? Basically, it will not sync with your time zone, but what it will do is sync between every single instance. So even if you are playing in a private instance and other people are in a public instance, the day-night cycle is still the same. It will always be synced. We can't stay here for another 10 hours. I know. I'll make it quick. All right, two more questions. Someone asks, how is it synced between instances? We're doing some funky, interesting stuff with time and seconds and milliseconds stuff. If you're interested in the day-night cycle and you've got Rec Room Studio access, you can check out the exact day-night cycle that we are going to be using. It is in the studio Discord, in the FAQ and tips channel. There, I think the third post is by me about the day-night cycle. All right, last questions. How many jobs are there? Currently, there's a lot of them. I think around 20, 30-ish. That's the idea, the initial idea. But we will always be adding new jobs, always adding updates, new content to the game. So always something new to find in there. All right. I think that is pretty much it. If you want to check me out on my socials, you can check out our YouTube channel. We've been live streaming this too on our YouTube channel. So if you're late, make sure to check that out if you want to see the rest of the event. Check out my Instagram and our Discord server. Make sure to join it. If you're a creator here and would love to get your creation featured here, join it as well. All right, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I'll put up the socials for all the creators that were here real quick. I'll cycle through them. Prime, Skype, make sure to check them all out. Dex and Prim. All right, I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to check out all the rooms that have been featured here, and we'll see you next month in the next Creative Spotlight. Bye-bye.
Bye.